Susan Richards from New North Greenhouses, and today we're going to talk about vegetable gardening and how to be successful throughout the summer. By this time of year there's going to be weeds in the garden that have to be pulled, so keep an eye out for those. They're going to compete with the vegetables for nutrients, so you want to get all the weeds out of there. Also keep an eye out for poor leaves on plants. Sometimes lower leaves turn yellow and need to be taken off. As you're working in the garden, keep an eye out for insects. There's a few holes in the leaves here, so we know we've got some insects active. And keep an eye out for disease as well. Cucumbers, zucchini, things like that are very prone to powdery mildew, and that is a disease that would need to be controlled with a fungicide. So that's some of the work you can do at this time of year. And then be aware too that this is the time that you really do need to feed your garden again. The vegetables are actively growing. We've had a real hot spell. You've been watering a lot, so they're going to need some more food. And this is a good organic, granular food that you're going to follow the directions on the back with the right amount. Sprinkle it around the plants, cultivate it lightly into the soil, and then water well. So then we talked about disease and insect control. You'll need to have a few things on hand to combat insects and disease. This is a diatomaceous earth. It's a natural fossil material with a bait attractant in it, which will attract earwigs, ants, slugs, different insects that chew on your vegetables to eat this, and then it desiccates them and they die. I mentioned also other types of insects that might be in the garden. This is a beneficial nematode that is embedded on a sponge, and you release it into water, pour the concentrate into a hose end sprayer, and then spray it onto the soil. And that is a nematode that will attack other insects that are attacking in your vegetable garden. The thing about a nematode is it has to be applied on an overcast day like today, not during a hot sunny day. If you've got disease in the garden, I mentioned powdery mildew. You've got a couple of different fungicides that you're able to use. This is a sulfur dust that will take care of a lot of the diseases. You can either dust it on the plants or mix it with water. This is sulfur pre-mixed in a container, so all you have to do is spray it on the foliage. And that will help combat some of the diseases that you have in your garden. So basically, there's lots to enjoy in a vegetable garden right now. You're starting to harvest some of the vegetables. We've got beans that are ready to pick right here in our garden. So there's beans to pick. The broccoli is starting to form up here. And the tomatoes are just starting to set fruit. And the strawberries are pretty well finished. Well, a few more still may come. The lettuce is ready to be picked. So there's lots to do in a vegetable garden and lots to enjoy at this time of year.